stuck. Oh man, it has been a while since I've been live. I've been super busy. Working overnights that have been like super draining. I feel like I want a new logo. I actually really like that one. Like I want a frog, I think. I have the snail. A snail logo would be cool too, but I do already have the snail. I feel like I want a frog. I want the face a little wider, maybe. You know what? I should use symmetry for this. Symmetry would actually be perfect for this. Whoops. So let's do that. What is this? I don't know what that is. So let's use symmetry. Drawing guide, edit drawing guide, symmetry. Looks good. I always do that. Alright, symmetry. Oh, why is my chat outside of my window again? Oh, there we go. Come on, there we go. I can never get my chat window to just play nice. I can like hardly see it. But I do see one message. Can I stretch it out? I always have problems with this stupid chat window. I think it's time. I might have to like get a new, change something from OBS. Literally, because I can't handle the chat window. It's so bad. Let me see if I can show you guys. So this is my stupid chat window. Like this interface is so dumb. And then I just like start spending forever doing this. Anyway, I can't figure it out. We'll just go to YouTube on my phone. There it is. Okay, ads. So I think symmetry would be best for this. Johnny Cole, I can finally see. Victor Helt. Good morning and good evening. I'll take them both. Turn my phone down. Okay, that's better. So you can kind of see my chat here. I'm just going to use my phone. Because OBS is, I just don't understand the chat window. It doesn't make any sense. So I give up. I have that problem with Photoshop too. The windows, I wish there was a way to just keep the windows contained to the Photoshop window, the main Photoshop window. But they just always, they want to be on like a different screen, or Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. I really hate it. I want a frog. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe his eyes don't even need to be opened. Even something like that, but green, I think that would be super cute. I should use my, I should use the, what is that app called? Vectornator. I have to turn this on, drawing assist. So I'm going to use Disney Outliner. So first, okay, that's pretty good, but it just gets weird by the that was not good at all. I think that looks better. You know what, let's do this. There we go. Something like that. And do I want, you know, I want a frog because I use that in my emails. I think my default like reply is like Dave. You know, it's like best, comma, and then Dave, and then frog, and then my phone number or my Instagram or just my Instagram. But I always use a frog. I like frogs. You know what? So let's. Let's see, hue, saturation. I guess I can just do this. I don't know what color I wanted exactly. Victor, yeah, you know it's funny because I had fun making it, and you know it's sort of like when I do my Skillshare classes, I sort of structure them more fine-tuned to be like a tutorial. And if you notice, that's why I didn't necessarily call this one a tutorial. It's just kind of the step-by-step process, because most of it is just me kind of figuring it out. I probably could have structured it more as a class, but it takes a lot more editing, I think, when I'm doing a class, because I'll do exactly the same things, but I'll edit out all of the thinking and all of the mistakes and everything else, and I just have the clean class. But essentially, you know, I think a lot of people get value out of just watching someone sculpt and watching someone make mistakes and watching someone figure out what they're doing. So that's why that's why I like making those and making those sort of videos. I mean, it's fun to sculpt and it's fun to do all that. I love the filming of it. I love the editing, even though I don't do that much editing. But I still like the whole process of like making videos and posting them. It's so time consuming. But for something like this, especially going into it, because I'm so nervous, I'm so scared on the front end, because if I'm recording this, and it's like I have to go through with it, like I have to finish. Like if I wound up giving up, 10 videos in, I mean, it's not an option. So it's like, it's kind of it's always scary going into it because I don't necessarily know what I'm going to do. I'm literally just figuring it out as I go and problem solving. But that's the fun part of it. I think I want this more of a yellowish. Maybe lighter. What the heck was that? Weird noises behind me. Not so good. This is decent color for now. I don't know what color I want to make it, so that's decent for now. I apologize also for my nose. My allergies have been like killing me lately. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So let's do another layer. We'll do the drawing assist as well. We'll go back to black. We can do Disney ink. Excuse me. So I'm going to use this. Sort of make these perfect. Give me 1 second. I need like a momentarily muted thing to pop up. I think that'd be useful. Ooh, well, I guess it's not too bad. Oh, it's kind of small. I should have made everything bigger. I probably should do that now. That's one major problem that I'm usually pretty cognizant of, but I wasn't in this instance. When you're doing these things like this, you want to make them big on the canvas, because 3000 by 3000 doesn't mean anything if you're drawing, a little like tiny portion of the screen, and it doesn't really help. Okay, so let's go back here and let's just, I mean, it still looks pretty good. Maybe I can use the eraser to clean this up. Done a lot of cleaning up of lines. Oh, do I want to put my little tips that I always do? I kind of like them. I mean, I always have them in my drawings. I'll do it later. I don't know if I want to keep it yet. Oops. Okay, that looks decent. Although I'm not sure if I want. You know what? Let's duplicate this so we have two, and I'll erase it. I do a lot of duplicating and erasing things. Naruto. Oh, Naruto. Where did I see? I feel like I just saw something about someone doing that. Oh, I think it might have been Sticky Arts. He live streams on YouTube as well. I think he was doing like a Naruto thing. I want to do Sea Beast, and I also have to do like some anime, because I've had so many people talk to me about anime and want to see anime stuff. So I'm definitely gonna do. I gotta figure out. I don't know any anime characters though, so I have to like figure it out. I'm really not in the world of anime, so. But I wasn't really in the world of Pokemon too, but those were fun to do. Let's use Disney Outliner and see if we want to do a more round. I don't know. Let's see if we can clean this up at all. Using the computer screen to kind of see what I like better. I think I might like a more rounded end. Maybe just this part is a little strange. Okay, so there's that. Let me do another type. Christy, I did get the Wacom working. So I did the project. I did a project with some of the partners. Where I was able to get the Wacom and the BenQ screen. So I did the project. I'm just waiting for my one client who is working with the other two clients is just waiting. So I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to release that video, or when they're going to release it on their channel and stuff like that. Really excited about it. Can't wait for it to come out. I did get it to work, and I was able to create some art with it. So yeah, so that video should be up pretty soon. Whenever they figure out whatever they need to figure out. I'm looking forward to posting that video. Let's see. I don't know, I'm kind of like not really sure how I want to proceed. how did I turn this stupid thing off of this layer? Maybe I just never turned it on. You know, frogs don't even really have mouths like this. If I'm being honest. A frog mouth would be more like... That'd probably be a little closer to a frog mouth. I actually kind of like that mouth, to be honest with you. Let's duplicate this. And let's erase the other mouth. Let's merge these down for now. Johnny Cole, I did some sculpts in Nomad and 3D printed them. It was pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to see, did you post them in like the Nomad group or Instagram or anywhere? Just like throw me a little, in the comments, just like, not tag me, what is it? At me so I can check them out. Give me 1 second, I'm going to mute for 1 second. Okay. I feel like this would actually look better if that was kind of thicker. But maybe it just needs to go up more. Let's see. That kind of looks froggish. Kind of like it. Which one do you guys like better? Victor, I like all kinds of creatures, monsters, animal, human characters. Me too, I agree. Clorox. I wish that was the case. That's always fun. But these 2 times around were just blowing my nose. So I try to keep the sniffles to a minimum. So I had to blow my nose. I took some allergy meds before. I don't know what is going on with my allergies, but it is not good. Okay, so which one do you guys like better? Like there's like this one, and then or this one, which is a little more froggish. What is this? I think this one looks bad. This one definitely looks better than this, I think. So let's experiment with this one. Let's get rid of the mouth. And I don't know if I'm actually going to use this as a new logo, but I feel like I need one. I just want something that I want like an iconic. I like the snail, but it's not the most. The way that I drew it, I didn't draw it in a way where it's easily translatable in different things. Like it would be hard to put it on a white backdrop. It works all right on a black backdrop, but it doesn't work that well on a white backdrop. So let's see. is that? What are you doing here? Alright, let's see. It's an actual frog. Frogs have kind of big mouths. Their mouths are more like that. Just experimenting now. Maybe it needs to be a bit thicker. It's another interesting mouth shape. Oh, you know what? Let's use eraser. Oh. Let's see if we put my little... I feel like they're a little bit too... Let's try this out. Oops. Now we start going to warp speed. Can't get it exactly lined up with the other one. It's very froggish. Disney style brushes. Yeah, I really like them actually. I use them pretty much solely. And they're fun to make. And if you actually want to make your own brushes or see how I made them, I have that video on YouTube as well. I think I live streamed like creating the brushes. Which I'm glad I hopefully don't have to make any more brushes, because it's not like it's a fun process, but it was interesting to get into. And I'm just very particular, so that's why I decided to like make my own and then just like sell them, because I mean there's tons of brushes, but like I'm very particular about mine, and I want to use them how I want to use them and the way I want to use them. So like I'm like, let me just figure out how to make those, and at least if people see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and if I have all these videos, so, you know, if it would work for someone, you know, that already like is connected and watches my videos, then it's like, okay, well, you know, they can clearly see how the brushes work. but they're very useful. Alright, let's see. This doesn't look right anymore. That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. Let's put the tips on the end. Actually, it's not. It kind of bugs me that it's not perfect. Still isn't perfect. This is. Oh no. Just go straight. I don't know what this is. Do we need to turn, no, magnetics on and snapping off? I mean, they're close enough, I guess. Let's do the old box trick. Sneeze, sneeze. Oh, those are some heavy duty sneezes. Whew. Santa Maria. Alright, so let's see how these stack up. They're actually pretty close. It's just this one is a little low. So we'll raise it up a little bit. And that looks pretty accurate. Frogs do have noses, though. Should I make a nose? Do we need a nose? Nobody knows. See what I did there? Embarrassing. Completely and utterly embarrassing. Alright, so for nostrils, I'm probably not going to put nostrils, but of course, I forget to turn on drawing assist like a dum-dum. Excuse me once again for my lovely nose dramatics. Let's just go for maybe the... Victor, how did you start your art career? How did it end up working? How did you end up working full time in it? Well, I don't work full time, unfortunately. I do like I have another job that I do. Like this week, I've worked like 5 days a week, and I was doing overnights. I work on like movie sets, like TV and film. Right, mostly TV, like just behind the scenes. So I do that, and usually it's a little more flexible, but the show came back that I work like a lot on, so I've just been like working a ton, and which is, I'm grateful for it, but I also would rather just be doing this full time. But it's just hard to be able to make the money to do this to full time. But I would say teaching on Skillshare is has been a great source of income. So that's worked out really, really well. Which has come from me doing the tutorials on YouTube. So it's kind of funny how everything works full circle. I did the acting thing for a while, like acting on camera and stuff like that. So I kind of picked up a lot of knowledge. I work on TV and film sets, so I'm able to film things, which worked hand in hand with my artwork. That's why I'm able to film what I film. I'm able to do like the class intros and do all that stuff. Like everything sort of just meshed together. And I really do like teaching and like doing tutorials and stuff like that. So that's been a great source of income. Also, it's passive because I've made like a ton of classes. If I wasn't working a lot now, like I would definitely want to do at least 4 classes a month, if not more, and then just like spread them out. Like that's what I kind of want to do. I think that would be more beneficial for me. I make a little money from YouTube, a little money from Instagram, and of course like other projects that I do outside of that, like the project with Wacom and BenQ, things like that, and I've done some other sponsored work, like in the Museum of Natural History, which was amazing, and some other companies and stuff like that that do. And I like working more with companies. I like doing private like commissions and stuff like that, but it's usually I think people have like a very low expectation of price for a professional artist. So it usually doesn't. It usually winds up being more work than it's worth, because you're working with people and you're going back and forth, and it's not just the artwork. Like people want to spend like $150 for like the artwork, but it's like going back and forth with the project and going back and forth with the sketching and you know tweaks and just the idea, and like it just winds up being a lot more time and a lot more stress for something that's like $150. I mean, my rate isn't that low, but essentially like that's kind of what people want to pay. um, I pay more than that when I do. I my rate is more than that. It's $225 a page for like children's book illustration. So I sort of do some derivative of that, but it's I try to work with like brands and like companies that have experience like working with artists, because then like they pay the artists um, as expected, and they kind of have a way that they do things and a way that they explain things because they've done it before. It seems to be a little bit easier. I still do the projects. I'll still do projects for private people, but it usually winds up being more work than it's worth. And I'm also a nice guy, so it's hard for me to like really business savvy with people that aren't very business savvy. So that was a lot. Oh, I wanted to do my little tips. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Am I on a new layer? Oh, I am. Okay. Okay, let's see what it looks like if I was to just do this. Drawing assist. Oh, actually, I don't think drawing assist will. I don't think that's going to work with this layer. I do like it though. I do like it. Not gonna lie. Alright, let me mute again so I can blow my nose. I would blow my nose just to prove it, but I think you'd rather me mute my microphone. Okay. I do like the tips. I do like the tips, not gonna lie. But I do want to see. If it was just like that, it would probably be better, I think. I think that might look look a little cleaner. And then tips, eyes, mouth, and this I want to be the swirl. Actually a pretty good swirl, but it actually looks a bit strange. But it's a very good swirl though. I like it. I want to keep it in, but that doesn't really make sense, I don't think. Okay, so let me just delete these. Flatten this, since that's the favorite. That's the favorite so far. Let's do an outline. I know there's a lot of funky ways to do outlines. I don't do them that way. I just do them the old school way. Let me drawing assist this. Let me make the background darker. This is probably among the most random things that I want to draw. I just get these ideas. I'm just like, I want to draw this sort of like Japanese looking frog. Or not Japanese, kawaii, I think is what it's called. Like kawaii style. Well, I guess that is, I think that is Japanese. But I just really like that style. This is bad. You get stuck on. That's a little better. I can fix it around here. Ooh, but now this is really close. So I feel like I should bring those. I feel like I should bring those in. Ooh, I know what I want to do. Sorry, I keep making like a weird popping sound with my mouth. Not sure what that's from. Let's use the outliner. Let's see if I want to do drawing assist. I could have just used a circle. Let's do a new layer, drawing assist. Actually, I kind of want to do like, I feel like pink is more customary. I mean, it looks pretty good actually. I think it's too much. Or maybe the swirl can be in this color because I like the swirl. I just okay, so the only issues I have now are, you know, I can probably fix them by, I could also make this bigger. It might be the way to go. Now that feels like a good size. I'm just not sure how all of a sudden it got to the edge. I sort of missed how that happened. Oh, I know why, because of the tips. That was dumb. So let's take this group and duplicate it, because I'm kind of happy with that group. And I'm going to draw these again. So this is winding up being all Procreate. Wait, where'd the mouth go? Oh, I have it all together. It'd be cool if I could do them both and do the symmetry thing where they move back and forth. That would be very, very useful, actually. It's a good distance. Okay, so I think that means it's perfect. Something like that. I think is good. Make this a little darker. This eye needs to move a little bit more. I can tell. Come on. Okay, I think that's good. I'm just experimenting now. If I do my little squiggle here, so it's like more of a chin, but it's a bit too much. I think I want to stay simple with it. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Ooh, where are my shapes? Where are my shapes? Don't I have a round X? I do. Drug-free Dave. I kind of like the X. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. There's always weird things like that. So that might be cool. It might also be cool to do one of my crescents. It's kind of interesting, actually. It kind of looks like a chin, which is something that I didn't really think about. I kind of like that. Kind of like it. What color would I make the background? Any of these colors would work. Kind of like a gold color. Kind of cool. Maybe I should post this on Instagram and just see what happens. I don't post that much art to Instagram anymore because I think people are just over it, in my experience. I'll probably have to do some more, go over some more stuff. I think I might actually just chill and watch How to Train Your Dragon. I think I've been wanting to watch that, and now that I've made this, I feel like I really need to watch it. But I don't know. We'll see. But I do like this so far. I think it looks pretty good. I think maybe the white needs to be a little bit bigger. I feel like it's a bit small. Han the Great. Yes, I've been on farting. You just missed me actually, because I've been farting around for a little while actually. But I feel like I just want like a nice simple. I want a nice simple logo. And I use the frog emoji a lot. So I just feel like a frog might be kind of cool. The only problem is like I'm gonna have like so many derivatives of this because I just go through things so much. It'd be kind of cool if he had a halo, but I'm not very religious, so. But it would just look cool. I still like the X though. The X kind of looks cool too. This could actually be white. I wonder what would happen if all of these were white. I do like the X, but I think the chin sort of thing feels a little bit better. Makes a little bit more sense. Let's try, since we're here. Disney brushes. What's going on, Han? What are you working on? I know you're working on something. Teeth? Little teepees? No, that doesn't work. Which is fine. So I wanted to try, let's also try, instead of such a severe thingy, I'm trying to draw an assist line on. What if the chin was a little less? That's kind of cool too. It looks froggish. It looks froggish. What if I added like underneath all these things? I wonder what that would be like. That's too much. We don't need to do that now. Too much. I think I like it like that. I just don't know if I like What are we doing? This chin or this chin? Have to start a new project today. Not sure what to sculpt yet. Wow. Bananas. I'm so angry. I'm so upset that I have to that I've been working so much. I just want to create. There's nothing greater. And I want to make classes. I want to make 4 classes a month. Which is a lot. It's definitely doable in between YouTube stuff and things like that. Also, I just posted, so I do have a subscriber on Instagram. I did post some subscriber only things. So if anyone wants to subscribe, I appreciate it. I'm just gonna start doing some more things without really thinking about it. Like sometimes my posts and reels and things I think about so much, when sometimes I just want to just chill and just be just not think about reels and not think about posts. So I think I'm gonna do all that stuff for a subscriber, because I'll just be able to do more if I'm not trying to make it perfect so it's a post. Because there's always just so much that I want to show and talk about, but I'm I don't really know how to post it. It's not worth posting. It's not worth taking the time to post just some behind the scenes things, it's meant to be behind the scenes extra stuff. And then I leave my posts super clear and just do it less often, when I do something significant. That's kind of overarching. Yeah, no, it's been cool. I take all the support I can get. That's the plan. Moving away from the day job at some point in time. Especially after these working 5 days a week. Because it's not only working 5 days a week, it's film and TV sets. It's 12-hour days. We're working up in almost an hour north of the city, so you have to go to get to a van, and then the van goes all the way up there. Yesterday, my call time was, I had to leave the city. My van pickup was at 6:15 p.m. So then we got to the set at 7 p.m. and then we worked until about 6 a.m. and then I got home at 6:45 or so, or 7 a.m. And I had to stay up because I had to go get another COVID test, and then I had to come home, chill for 20 minutes, and then I had to go sit in my car because of alternate side parking. Certain days your car has to be moved, or you can just sit in it. So I just sat in it and ate and just watched a podcast on YouTube. Pivot podcast, it's pretty good. Viney Weinbergler. Weinbergler. I don't know why I want to call it Vergler instead of Burglar. So which chin do we like? Do we like the fat chin or do we like the thin chin? I feel I like the fat chin. So I need to make this in Vecnator, but I'm not going to do that tonight. But I like it. The only other thing I wanted to do is maybe make this a little bit more. You know what? Let's try it. I really like this one, but the only other thing that sort of annoys me, not really, but you know what, let's grab this color. I kind of like this color, so let's just make a new layer with just this color, so then I can get rid of it and just make this gray, so I can easily see what I'm working with. a little... I just didn't know if I wanted to make this a little less. Like just a little more like this, maybe. I mean, I kind of like that too. It's really hard to know which one I like better. Oh, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's fill this. It actually doesn't look bad with that white. Actually, it does. So let's take Disney butter, maybe. Thin. Fat. Hello. Viney Weinbergler. Hello. Fat. Thin. Oh, I don't know. Now I'm confused. Now I'm confused. Call me Viney the Vine Burglar. Make sure you keep your vine on the highest shelf, or I will steal it. That is why they call me the Vine Burglar. I like fat wine. I don't know if that was German or Jamaican. I like fat wine. That's definitely Jamaican. Okay, so do we like this? Or I don't know which one I like better. I feel like the top one works a little bit better. I think it feels more froggy. It's so fun to just make random things like that. I feel like I've been thinking about this for a while. I feel like it's a little fat here, right? Is that just me, or is that a little fat there? I just feel like it's a little fat. It's a little fat. It could be just an optical illusion. It could be just all an illusion. In a world of frogs and illusions. In a world of vine burglars. I wonder where Ruby Doo is. Ruby Doo. Okay, I think I like it. Oh, it'd be kind of cool if he had a little crown. That'd be kind of cool. Wouldn't it? Would it have to be white or black? I don't know. I do not know. Let's take this off. Drawing assist. Let's go to my brushes. One of them are my shapes. Let's see what shapes we got. I know I have a crown in here somewhere. Oh, I have this crown. But I don't know if that's the right crown for the job. I like it, but it doesn't really work with him. But I really do like this. I feel like it's cute, simple. Easy to recognize, easy to remember. I think I went from English to Australian inadvertently. Or maybe that could have been a South African. Possibly. Maybe we should kick this over to Photoshop. Anthony Calisto. I'm doing very well. Aside from having worked overnights all week and allergies kicking up, other than that, feeling all right. I think I'm gonna try to watch How to Train Your Dragon. So I think I'm gonna call it. But I think this looks good. I'm very happy with. This. Do I have my little thingy accessible? Oh, these are not gonna work. These are gonna look. Oh, I knew it was gonna do that. That is the one thing that I hate about Apple stuff. Like, not take a photo. What are we doing? Insert a photo. This stupid, like, figure out if something is a PNG and stop making people bring stuff in with a stupid box around it. Makes negative sense. We should have been far past this. Where is my little drug-free Dave thing? Sorry for all this scrolling. I don't know. I'm gonna have to bring it into Photoshop. Alright, y'all. I think I'm gonna get going. Try to watch this movie until I get sleepy and fall asleep. I'm pretty tired already. But yeah, so this, I don't know. Maybe in the future at some point I need a logo overhaul. I just want something more simple and something more marketable. I like the snails, like the snails. That's like my Instagram thing. I like that. It's just, I think I'm just ready for something different, and I want something that just works better on like shirts, and like I can't use those snails on anything, because it's just like if I just did it from a drawing. I just cut a circle out of a drawing that I did, and I've been using that. And it's been like my iconic thing, but it's never too late to make another iconic thing. And maybe you guys have witnessed it. I don't know. Viney Weinbergler, Professor, I just now joined. The allergies, tell me about it, man. You're really flying with your sculpting on Nomad. Keep it up. I appreciate you, Anthony. Maybe a dragon. I feel like dragons are too dragony. I'm more of an amphibian reptile. I love turtles. I love frogs. I love like snails. It was possibly gonna be like a turtle shell, like like I like the look of like the, the turtle shell, but one of my best buddies calls me. He likes to call me the Frog Man, for various reasons. I was always into reptiles. I love swimming and getting down in the water, and yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just have to make something. But anyway, I appreciate you guys all joining the stream. Make sure to check out my Instagram. Feel free to subscribe on Instagram for the subscriber thing, which is kind of new. It's kind of cool. Appreciate the support either way. Or you can just give me a like. I appreciate that support too. That helps a lot. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna head off. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Professor. I like that. A turtle dragon. That's my alley right there. Shout out to Han. Shout out to Jason Stone. I appreciate the support. Hope you enjoy the brushes. Shout out to Clorox. Shout out to Christy. And Victor Hilt. Have a good one. I will be back. I'm going to do some more lives soon, or at least like over the weekend. I'll probably do 1 or 2 more lives. But yeah, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to turn this off again, because this thing is so stupid. So this is the bonus footage. Me trying to figure out how to turn